Hello and welcome. Today we are playing Zero Leader, a game published by Dan Versen Games and designed by Chuck Siegert. It's very similar to Corsair Leader, but with a couple new mechanics to match the flavor of the Japanese during World War II. I've also added a couple of house rules, which I'll explain when they come up. Now to get started, I've chosen a short game at Pearl Harbor, which is a natural starting point of a Pacific campaign. There's some starting options that I like to take. I almost always choose my squadron randomly, and for this game I've chosen the option to send one more or one less plane against the target, and I've chosen the alternate mission ending where the planes must get to the pre-approach zones before the mission is over. So let's get started. We only have 2 days, but it still seems a bit odd to have a multi-day campaign in Pearl Harbor. But I suppose we could consider it 2 separate waves on the same day. So our first target, there is the option to add target 36 to the target deck. So I guess we got lucky and the fleet carriers were actually in the harbor. This will certainly complicate things. It is a scramble, so we couldn't take another target card even if we wanted to. So we can take up to 8, but with the particular rules in the campaign, there will be no target or approach bandits, so we don't have to worry about that. And in fact, the first target you go against, there are no target or approach sites either. So this is honestly our best chance to attack the carrier on its own. The rules still will generate 2 potential bandits each turn. So I have my squadron of 8, and it's fairly well balanced with 2 Kates, 2 Vals, and 4 Zeros. So we can try to just send 7, which will give us a bonus of +1 victory point because we took that option. And we can take... You have to consider exactly which planes you can take, because we're not quite sure what the next day's mission will be, but okay. Might as well take our 4 bombers and then 3 of the Zeros. Oh, I'm sorry if I keep moving the table. It's a bit of an old table. We'll take our our less experienced pilots, just as I say. Well, this is 0 + 1. I do want to get, it would be nice to get this guy out of newbie. So okay, we'll take off. We're not expecting a lot of opposition, so okay. Oh, wait a minute, we should have to arm our airplanes. So let's see, if we follow this handy list here, select our target, and again for the very first target, there are no sights because this is a surprise attack and we've gotten there before the Americans have been able to react. So now we have to arm our aircraft. So I imagine it would be best for us to load torpedoes into the Kates, and then okay, Shibata is really good in a dive, Takahashi less so. So what we'll do is give Takahashi 500-pound bombs, and imagine it doesn't make a difference we'll just load 500 pounds on. I sometimes take the 250s, especially if the target is soft, because of that extra bonus, and you can carry twice as many 250s as 500s. So that should be well done. I'm not sure if none of them are really decent at air to ground, so the 2 torpedoes should be good enough. Alright, so draw our first target bound event card. Okay, every time a pilot performs a dogfight maneuver, they suffer 1 stress. Okay, so I'll highlight that. Now, normally in Pearl Harbor, we wouldn't have to worry about that, but against the carrier, they will be sending up bandits. Now, it is a bit of an issue because, okay, supposedly the bandits are coming from the carrier, but the only bandits on the campaign sheet are P-40, so I'm not sure how to do that, whether to stick by the rules or go for what is more likely, but okay. Now we don't place bandits, our intel adjustment is no change. Draw over the target card. Treat shaken pilot as within okay stress range for this mission. Okay, so if anybody's potentially our newbies, even our green pilots have only up to 3, so they might become shaken, so this will be good. Alright, so now, oh shoot, place aircraft. So we'll all come in from the west approach. The dive bombers will go in high, and then we'll have our escorting zeros. So place the turn in the turn 1 box. Okay, so at the beginning of every turn, 2 bandits will... Fortunately, I didn't separate them. So actually what I'll do is I've had this idea of using some of the Stuka rules. So they have these bogeys and no bogeys. So nobody takes off first turn. All right. So we move in our planes, move to the second turn. Oops. Oh, no bogeys yet. Wow, okay, so this might be relatively easy. Okay, so third turn. I'll put the escorts over there. Our bombers. Okay, turn to 3, so I'll draw for the bogeys. Oh, wow. No bogeys, okay, so... Alright, maybe we won't do much dogfighting, I guess, because, yeah, they haven't come up yet. Okay, our dive bombers move to low. I believe we don't... Actually, yes, Shibata, our veteran, is fast, so he can actually get an early hit in. So, his air to ground is +1, and he has +3 in a dive, so that'll give him +4. So he needs a 7 to do any damage. 6s will cause 2 damage each. 4 and a 7. So he does hit with both. One of them will actually do 2 damage. So we're halfway there. Okay, so if there were any Sightser bandits, they would attack us now. But since there aren't, unfortunately, okay, we'll have Harada go with his torpedo. He has a +3 on his air to ground, so he only needs to roll a 2, and he'll do 2 damage. So a 6 +3 becomes a 9. He does the full damage, and does 7 to the fleet carrier. Okay, so he gets credit for the kill on the carrier. We might as well see what everybody else does. Nomura has +2. So he does 3 more damage. And Takahashi, he's a green pilot, so he has 0 for his air to ground, but he gets a +1 bonus when he's diving. So he needs 6s. And unfortunately he misses, but still, damage with the torpedoes and Shibata's bombs. Easily sinks the carrier. I put the token on the plane that gets the last hit on the target because they get credit for 2 kills essentially. So we turn around our planes relatively quick. It's turn 4 and we're out of there. Now this is really straightforward, relatively easy mission because of the rules of Pearl Harbor, where the sites and bandits don't show up because of the surprise attack. So we can move on next to the homebound event card. Save this card. Discard when you destroy a veteran or legendary bandit. Gain 1 average level pilot. Unfortunately, in 41, there are no legendary veteran or legendary pilots. I'll keep it just in case, although I'm pretty sure. But still, okay, we don't. We're done with those events. Now we record the mission outcome and victory points. So we got 36. Target status is destroyed, and we got 7 total victory points from that. Now it says SS and pilot. We didn't use any of our samurai spirit. I could draw another pilot, although if we're only at 1 more day, possibly 1 target, I don't think it's necessarily worth it. So, but it is a successful mission, so everybody gets 2 experience points. Nomura, Arada will get credit for 2 kills on the target. Takahashi, Shibata. Now, Ichikawa, even though he really didn't do anything, got his 2 experience to get promoted to green. Chiba. And then Imai is actually only needs 4 experience, even though he's skilled, to get promoted. So, all right, place maintenance needed on all the planes. Now this is a new part in Zero Leader, which I rather enjoy because it does add a bit more flavor to the missions. You only have a limited amount of maintenance crew to work on your planes, so some might need to be passed over for more important ones. You also have to use maintenance crew to repair damaged planes. They don't get repaired automatically. Add target stress. All of the targets in Pearl Harbor are stress 1. Oh, this doesn't have... Some of the targets do have +1 stress. So we'll put them in. Now, a lot of these pilots do have cool, but I find it's a lot easier to get do mistakes if you do things out of order. So I'll put all the stress first, then we'll remove the cool later. So pilot stress recovery. Nomura has a cool, so it removes that stress. Shibata has a cool. Chiba, Imai both have cool. So a lot of our pilots are ready. So report pilot experience and stress. We've done that. Promote pilot. So Ichikawa actually moves from a newbie, pretty bad stats, to green. So yeah, he gets a bonus on his skills, stress, but that's it. But still, it makes him a lot more usable. Okay, now we have allocate maintenance crew. So we have 3. Most of the published campaigns have 3, but some are down to 2, and you can buy extra at the start of the campaign. Okay, so we'll take the maintenance needed off the ones with 0 stress because they're ready to fly next. And okay, we'll leave Ichikawa and we'll take the rest off of the others. Oops. Okay, so we're done with our maintenance crew. Now, you can, Ichikawa could still fly even though his plane is requiring maintenance. It's just there's a potential of things to go wrong. So we'll take our tokens back, put them on the appropriate planes. Takahashi, Harada, Nomura. Okay, so on to the second day. Major airfield. Okay, another chance to fight bandits. Now this is +1 stress, and it's an improvement. Yeah, this is an important one. So yeah, we will can be up to 8 again. So okay, we'll sit out Harada and take our other 0 pilot. And yeah, maybe we'll take up Ichikawa anyways, because that's still only 7. 3 bombers and 4 escorts. So we do get the +1 victory point if we can take it out. Okay, we've determined target. Now, this is the second quote day. So the sites are up and about, so we have to put those in. Okay, so we have to determine sites. So we have 3 in each approach. Now, most of these are going to be riflemen. A special site. Could be, oh wow. Also a lot of no sights. There's a light machine gun, a couple of light machine guns. Okay. So they're not as prepared as they could have been. Oh, a light machine gun in the middle. So remove all of the no sights. There are 2 special sights, and I'll be... So, which is this one? Fire director. Okay, so if we take that out, all the sights -1. Oh, and this is a photo. Okay, so put those back. So what we could do is come in from the west, take this out on the way, do this, and then get the photo afterwards. All right. Now, this isn't dispersed, so I can take the 1,000-pound bombs to Kate if I want to. The others don't only have. Can't take. They're limited to 500 pounds. So, anyways, trying to sneak in with the vowels. I often have trouble, the images look a lot alike. The wings are different, but at a glance, it's I've made the mistake before. Okay, oh, Shibata is really good, so what I'll do is I'll give him a full load of 250s. Unfortunately, he's not soft, but give me a better chance of potentially doing more damage. Now, the zeros can take bombs. Inoue is halfway decent. So I'll give him one, and for some reason, I don't know if I thought of you as a Val, but I gave Ichikawa the attack run skill, which allows him after a roll to expend it and treat it the roll as a 10. So honestly, if I give him one bomb, he'll be able to at least do 1 damage with it. So, okay, it might sound silly. Now, with bombs, these zeros will be treated as bombers, so I'm running a bit of a risk, but we'll see. One of them can probably try to take out the fire director. And you can jettison your payload at any point. So all of the P40s in 41 are newbies, so honestly, they aren't much of a threat. You know, depending on the dice roll, they can still shoot it down, but I haven't had much of an issue in my practice game. So, okay, we've armed our aircraft. So draw target bound. Reduce attack roll for aircraft, sights, and bandits, so everybody can't see. So make it even tougher for our green pilots. Place aircraft, choose altitude. Okay. The dive bombers will go in high level. Inoue will go in low. Same with Ichikawa, because that's the only way they can drop their bombs. Thinking Chiba can send in high. Bandits will always match your height, so there's not really... He can still intercept bandits if he's at high level. And yeah, we'll have Imai going high. It'll just protect them from the ground fire, really. Okay, so that is that. Place bandits. Okay, so it's still in Pearl Harbor, so the bandits, even this +1 center bandit, still gets set to 0, I think. Because basically this would just change this stat, so which would get overridden by the campaign. Okay, set turn to 1. Okay, now we start. So now we do again with the bandits. And again, I'm using the Stuka bogeys, no bogeys. Oh, come on. There. Jeez. Okay, for the first turn, no bogeys. I might just start drawing bogeys. Because, yeah, this isn't... this is kind of crazy. So at the end of turn 1, we move in. Start turn 2. Okay. Let's see. Because half of these tokens should be bandits. Forget that. Putting 2 in. Just... Sometimes you have to break the rules. Okay, so. Okay. Do we want our... but okay, we'll just leave this to Inoue and Ichikawa. They can try taking out the fire director. Plus, that's a way to... oh, I almost forgot. Okay. During target-bound flight, since Ichikawa has maintenance needed on his flight, there's a chart you can you roll on or whatever and see if it gets worse. So, maintenance needed is pretty safe. You only 1 or 2. Okay, a 3. Things are fine. So nothing gets worse on his plane. So. Fast pilot's attack. Again, Shibata is fast, but he is saving for the airfield. Bandits and sights. Okay, so we do have the rifleman here. He is going to target everybody at low, which is Nomura, Inoue, and Ichikawa. So one of those 3. I'll roll top to bottom. 1, so he's shooting at Nomura. Now, riflemen are pretty safe. The worst they can do is a minor damage. A 6 is still a stress, so add that on. Hopefully Nomura got rid of his stress from previous mission. And that is it. So now it is our turn. So Ichikawa used his attack run skill. Okay, so he is a -2 on air to ground. So he needs a 9. So he can roll it. Nope. So he'll expend his attack run. And I'll just double check the skill here. It says, after rolling an air to ground attack, treat the roll as 10. So in a way, it's a lot like Samurai Spirit. It's a one-shot thing. But you can use it after you roll, which is nice. So he rolls a 10, amazingly, and kills the fire director. So a little bunker or area that has the fire control for all the sites around the airfield. Okay, and so now we would move in to the center area. Yes, we move before the bandits. So, okay, so Chiba and Amai will engage these two bandits. Although Ichikawa got rid of his ordnance, so he can, I believe he can be counted as an escort now, since he doesn't have any weight. But I believe all of the P40s, I still have the no bandits in the mix, but I believe they are all newbies. The same stats. But this is just in case that elusive legendary ace pilot is about. Yeah, newbie. So there's about an equal ratio of planes to or bandits to no bandits in a lot of these. So okay. So this is at the end of the turn. We've moved in and engaged. So now we turn to turn 3 and check to see more bandits show up. So hopefully, oh my goodness, come on. Okay, 1 at least, I'll take that. So now Ichikawa can try to engage him, although this is a bit risky. He's feeling rather brave, so I'll just get quick. I'll grab one randomly. And there. So now dive bombers dive to low. Now Shibata again does have his fast. So he will drop his bombs on the major airfield. We need 6. And as I said, it's not soft, so you don't get the bonus for the 250s. But as I said before, he has +4 when he's diving. +1 skill and +3 in the dive. So he needs 5s. 3 and a 5, so 1 hit. And the other 2. Double 10, so wow. So 3 hits. Now you could argue it would have been just as good with the 500s, but yeah, I'm not sure. But I do like rolling more dice. So now the bandits and the sights get to go. So we'll do the sights. Light machine gun can shoot anybody except Imai and Chiba. So I believe that should be 6. No, it's 5. Okay, yeah, because I took 1 less. So top to bottom, and then the last one will be Ichikawa. So 9 and 10. 3, 1, 2, and shooting Takahashi as he's diving. Okay, so Takahashi still has his bombs, but he can cause a damage, but he can't shoot him down. Now, especially, I guess, yeah, to remember, -1. So he can't even do damage. He can do light damage. So, but he barely misses thanks to the -1. And so the rifleman will shoot Random target. Oh, Nomura. Okay. So now it's even safer with the -1. The 10 will become a 9. Well, he does take more stress though, but they couldn't do minor damage. All right, so now we are onto the plane. So we'll do Imai here. Well, the bandit facing him. Okay, so the bandit is -2, and maneuver for a 0 is 1. So pretty standard -3 on what maneuver. Oh, he manages to get a 6 though. So I made these arrows to help me remember all the bonuses. So now it's -2. Imai's skill is +2, so that'll be 4 minus another one for maneuver. And Imai doesn't have anything, any weight, so yeah, -5 in total. So he might actually be bad. And actually, Imai has aggression, which is another new mechanic they added in for Japanese pilots, and it's kind of the opposite of evasion. You can take a stress to roll a second dice, and there are even higher levels of aggression that give you bonuses, but you can roll 2 dice and pick which one you want, either high or low depending on the situation, but you can roll it against a enemy's maneuver roll. So if he rolls low, -5, you can actually lose a position. So he could have been 9, but I'll take the 5. -5 makes it a 0, so he actually loses a position and can't shoot. So now the one on Chiba. Now Chiba is just a green. It's the standard -3 for a newbie against a 0. So, oh wow, these guys are actually doing okay. Now Chiba does have aggression, but he has less. Well, okay. Oh, reduce attack rolls. Oh. Honestly, I haven't been doing it for anybody, so since this basically cuts down on everything, I'll just ignore it. I'm sorry. If I'd have remembered that from the beginning. But yeah, there probably would be more of a detriment to me than him, honestly. Okay, so Chiba is going to use his aggression as well. So again, oh, but this is only -4 because his skill is less. So he gets 6 and a 3. Either one of them, he can lose a position. So there is something to be said about the good old tight turn. So let's see what this last bandit is doing. So, and wow, a 9 again. He does the yo-yo. So, all right, now Ichikawa, he doesn't have aggression, so he has to take what he gets. So -2, -3, -4. Okay, so it's -4 again, but he still potentially could roll well. 2, no, unfortunately. All of these newbie pilots are not, still not as good as the 0 pilots, I'm afraid. So that's all of the enemies. So now our slow pilots will get to attack. We'll have Nomura drop his bombs. Okay, he does have Samurai Spirit. Oh, he could have gone in high. He has one of my favorite skills, Bombardier, where you don't get a penalty for dropping bombs at high since he has the level keyword. So he could ignore all of the sites, or at least most of them. Later on, there are some sites that reach high, but none of these. So, but anyways, he's going in low. He's dropping his bomb. He has a +2 to his roll. So might as well. A 7 + 2 is 9. So unfortunately he doesn't get the 10, but he does do 2 more damage. Makes it a 5. So now Inoue might as well take his shot. He could use his samurai spirit. We're getting it back anyways, but yeah, he has enough faith in Takahashi. It might mess up. I remember there's some games where I got too cocky. So, okay. He has 0, so he just needs a 7 to hit. A 7, there you go. Got the needed. We can still try to get the overkill, although SO isn't going to be much use to us since this is essentially the last mission. You know, Takahashi, yeah, might as well go for the overkill. 0 air to ground, but he gets +1 a dive, so he needs 6s. It's still not, oops, sure thing. Well, he got 1 6, and then the other one. So both of them hit. Get up to 8 and destroy the airfield. Now I'll put that on Inoue because he actually got the last hit to destroy it. Now we can do our dogfights. So we'll do Imai first. Maneuver 1, skill is +2, enemy is -2, so that's +5. And no weight penalty, so +5. So he'll do yo-yo. This is one of my standbys, just because in the early campaigns you don't have to worry about the first column too much, and I just prefer it. So 6 + 5 is 10, so gets around. +2 positions, and now he's tailing. So friendly air-to-air is +2, +4, +7, +9. So in the third kill, it's the... Okay, so now Ichikawa. Maneuver and air-to-air becomes +2, and -2 becomes +4, and he got rid of his bomb. So no more weight penalty, so... he'll just do a tight turn. He is already advantaged, so less of an issue. So, oh, what was it? Yeah, +4. So he rolled a 3, so he gets a 7. It's +1 position. It's not as assured as getting the extra attack, but still. Friendly AA is +1, +3 for the enemy, and then +6 for tailing, so he just needs a 2. Okay, and wow, he rolls a 10. So we got that one, and now Chiba is much the same. He has a +4. So again, yeah, all tailing. So okay, yes, it's +1 position, +1 attack. Gets in behind him. So now it's +1, +3, +6, +7. So he gets an assured attack, or assured kill. So that's for Chiba. Okay, and so we've destroyed the target. Just angle it so towards the end of the round we'll move on. Okay, end of the turn we claim the photo special site. So we captured a photo of the destruction. And on turn 4 we just fly off the pre-approach zone, and we are done the mission. Now, homebound target flight, move the intel one to the left. We didn't get anything from the carrier, but this one would move it. But I believe that's after this, so we don't do it now. Record mission outcome, yeah, victory points, adjust recon, so yeah, we get both from this, so it'll move up. No real effect though, since we're ending the campaign. Just a short one. But we can see how everybody does. Get the chart or sheet out here. And this was 20. Didn't have to spend any SO points on recon priority to draw more cards. Got scrambles both days. This has 6 points. So even though we got only 2 targets, we did pretty well. So now, okay, Inoue, credit for 2 kills. Destroying the target. Chiba got a kill on a plane. Imai got a kill on a plane. And Ichikawa got a kill on a plane and a site. So now I don't think, actually Imai will be promoted to veteran because he flew both days, successful missions, and he has such a short or small level. Okay, so then Chiba. No, he must have flown yesterday. So yeah, he. Who was it that didn't fly yesterday? Inoue? And then Shibata will never get promoted. Takahashi. Oh, actually, he'll get promoted too. Place maintenance needed on everybody who flew. So another 7. So yeah, our maintenance crew is working hard. Now I do believe Ichikawa, he had one previously, so I think he just gets another one for 2 to be removed. Target stress +1. This is also +1 stress. So Nomura will go 2 to 4. So you can see it's starting to build up if we don't rest. That's 3, Shibata. Oh, no, yeah. Inoue. Chiba is up to 3. Oops. And Imai. And Ichikawa. It's up to 3. I know I'm doing this kind of the long way, but again, I need to ingrain that I have to follow the route because I've made too many mistakes by just jumping around. Pilot stress recovery, everybody who has cool can remove 1, so we'll go back down to 2. Yeah, it takes longer, but I feel better about it. Okay, so that's that. Experience and stress. Promote pilots. Okay, Takahashi was from green to average. So he gets +1 air to ground. His stress becomes a little bit better. And he gets a samurai spirit. So, be interesting. Chiba. Okay, I can remove these tokens off them. Goes from green to average. So he gets another air-to-air and another stress and samurai spirit. So okay, pretty standard promotion, I guess. Ichikawa didn't, but Imai actually does. He flew the 2 missions. So he goes from skilled to veteran. Okay, his air-to-ground gets a little bit better. His stress goes up by 2. That's it. So, still, pretty good. Only veteran 5. So yeah, in a longer campaign, he could easily get up to legendary. Okay, and so finally we can see how well we did. Okay, even though we only had 2 missions, they're essentially, I think, might have been the most valuable missions. I'm not sure what would have been the next day. Oh, troop column. Okay. Would have been nice, but still, we got 13 points, which is well above great. So we did a fantastic job. I know this is a short campaign. I just wanted to get it over quick, mostly because there is not a lot of action, but still, we can move on, hopefully to the Philippines next. And so I hope you will join me for that, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you.